doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L podcast.
3, 2, 1.
Finally.
Rocking and rolling. Comedian Jernigan is in.
Comedian Jernigan is on the Kid L podcast.
Man,
the people's comedian.
You've been super prolific. So you're at Punchline a lot, man.
Punchline of Southfield. Shout out to Punchline, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Me and Ugly Jason had the hottest Monday in the country.
You guys still do it every Monday?
No, we had. Keyword, had.
Yes.
Hottest in the country. It was me and him and D. Ray Davis. That's it. Hottest Monday. Look it up. Check the facts.
I seen footage. It was crazy.
Stand-up comedy. It's still here. It's still killing shit. Make sure y'all start tap in. Like Detroit like to support the Instagram community and get you a little quick laugh. But on that stand-up, on that stage, it's a different thing.
Nothing is better than showing up to a venue and literally just laughing your ass off. For
Man,
like
listen, that's if they can make you laugh. Because Detroit not going to lie to you.
Oh, yeah.
They going to sit there like this.
Yep.
So you got to bring that fire because they're going to let you know instantly. Now, Instagram is something different. You know, you can like it. You can comment you laughing. How many times you done commented you was laughing, but you weren't really laughing?
Oh, all the time.
See, but you can't do that live on stage.
That'd
That's
be
the
whack.
difference. Tap in with live stand-up.
I remember Tiffany T. Barb came on here and she said that Detroit doesn't come to comedy shows to laugh. They come to see if you can make them laugh.
Exactly. That's how I feel like coworkers when they like, oh, you do comedy? When your next show? They just trying to see if you funny and then never come back. Oh, he was funny. I was praying on his downfall.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So I never tell the motherfucker my next show. You just show up when you show up.
Let's get to day zero with you, my boy. Tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Detroit, Michigan, East Side, born and raised, you know. So listen, I was in Detroit when they was closing all the high school. I went to 3 different high schools. I worked like 10 different jobs. You know what I'm saying? I maxed out a year with a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like to move around.
Damn.
Like move around. You know
I
what I'm
heard
saying?
this closing schools, 3 high schools. Like, what was going on?
When I was going to high school back in 2012 and shit like that, they was closing all the high schools. Like it was like it just was going down in Detroit. So if you, I went to AOP Academy Oak Park, Mendota. Shout out to them. And I went there 9th and 10th grade. And like, you know what I'm saying, we was scared, like township outside. When they said township outside, niggas had to go. You know what I'm saying? Then I went to VMA. Nobody know what that was. Then I graduated from CMA off Finkel.
Damn.
Yeah, so they was just closing the schools. I don't know what was in the budget.
Did you hit the college after, or did you skip?
Yeah, I hit the college. I hit it and I dipped off. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good term. I hit college for a second. I put my toe in there, and then I had to leave because, you know, that money was calling. College ain't really paying no money. So when my job called me back because I got laid off working at the Detroit Zoo. Shout out to the Detroit Zoo. That was one of my best jobs in the
You worked
world.
at the zoo?
I wouldn't work many
love
jobs,
the Detroit
kiddo.
Zoo, man. The Detroit Zoo is amazing. What's something about the Detroit Zoo that people don't know that only workers know?
That's a good question. Everybody fucking everybody. That's like any job. You know what I'm saying? Factories, schools. You know what I'm saying? Something that the people don't know about the zoo. The animals don't wake up till y'all leave. The animals don't wake up till you leave. Animals are nocturnal. So y'all go in there, well, the polar bear sleep, the lion sleep, I want my money back. Bitch, it's the daytime. When have you seen lions just up and around? You think this Africa? No, it ain't Africa. The animals is asleep.
Yes.
They don't wake up till y'all leave. So by the time the zoo closed about 5, 6, that's when they waking up and I get all the good views.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, every time I go, the lions are sleeping, bro.
See, I'm telling you, you got to go at night when they throw events at night. They throw events at night. Fuck them. I ain't plugging them. They throw events at night, though. You got to tap into their website, and that's when you want to go to the zoo.
Are they treated well? Are the animals treated well at zoos?
100%. It's treated as well as your house cat, you know?
Cool.
They just in captivity, but that don't mean they ain't getting no love, you know?
And they're in captivity because they're kind of like rescues, normally, right?
That's not my department. I don't know.
You don't know none of that?
I was cleaning shit up not shit, but I was cleaning up like, you know, restrooms and just like paper, and I was walking around with the broom and dustpan.
Yo, it's your boy Kid L. If you're an artist, entertainer, or have a brand that needs more motion, then check out the Artist X strategy. You can receive one-on-one coaching with real entertainment and business moguls. They'll help you navigate through the hurricane of the entertainment industry. You can also receive music and social media analysis. Through algorithm checks, we can help you identify and fix your weaknesses. Networking opportunities are also available. Message Kid L Video on Instagram for more info. What happened after the zoo? Where did you move on to next?
Man, I worked at the Henry Montgomery Zam, you know, Papa's Pizza. I quit them. Had to quit Papa's because I got pulled over.
Damn.
First time I got in handcuffs and all that. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you get arrested for?
Listen, I ain't get arrested. I got harassed. You know, I'm in a 03 Mustang, delivering pizza. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the hood too, East Side, 8 Mile DeQuinder. I'm putting the pizza through the window. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no houses on the block. That's how much I'm delivering. Like, I'm outside, come in the middle of the street. Like, that's how I'm delivering pizza. Like, boop, boop, skirt, and I skirt off. Next thing I know, it's this car behind me. They lights ain't on. They on my ass. I'm like, what's going on? I pull over like a good Samaritan. I pull over to the right. They turn their lights on. It's them boys. 3 of them hopped out. Like, you know what I'm saying? On me, like, what's going on? I smell pizza. Little fat officer. I smell pizza. I say, because I'm delivering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he like, yeah, go ahead, step out the car. They searched my car and shit. I got the Papa's Pizza in the passenger seat. They going through my trunk, messing shit around. I'm like, hey, yo, what's going on? They said, turn around. And they ain't getting nothing on me. And then they was like, shut up before I call a tow truck. So I shut the fuck up.
And then you got fired after that?
No, I went back and Papa's Pizza and I quit.
Oh my God. You didn't eat the pizza though?
No, I ain't had no insurance. So I said, I can't do this.
Ah,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? I did deliver the pizza. Might have been
You
a little
hooked it
cold.
up, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I delivered that for sure.
Like, oh,
I couldn't do that.
What was after pizza?
After pizza, it's a good question, man. I think I moved to California around 2017.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I moved to Cali, did my thing out there because as a comedian, they're like, oh, you ain't got no kids, you funny as hell, you need to move to California. So I moved to Cali, but I fucked up. I didn't move to L.A.
Where'd you go to?
I went to like Santa Barbara, Oxnard area. I stayed in La Conchita, but I tapped in with my comedians out there. Shout out to Terrence, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my comedians that was be at Mel's Lounge in Santa Barbara. Y'all know who y'all is. But I ain't go to L.A. and tap in with the Laugh Factory and Chocolate Sundays.
Did you go to a Comedy Store?
I didn't do the Comedy Store.
Damn, you missed the whole circuit of the LA
man,
scene?
I was working, and then I just tapped in with who I tapped in with. But I was younger then. I was in my 20s.
So you didn't know like what the circuit was at the time, right?
Yeah, I didn't know where to place myself.
Right.
You know, I was fresh from Detroit. I'm like, I should just chill up here. But no, anytime you go to any city, you follow any dream, go to the core and then work your way down. Don't move somewhere and start from the bottom to the top. Move somewhere and start at the top. Like, I'm this, I'm that, and then fall where you may.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you should think. Like, oh, I got to work my... Hell no, I ain't moved here to work from the bottom. Work at the top. See the top, man. Lie, say who you is, whatever you got to do, because that's what people... You know. That's
People
what people
lie
do.
all the time. I still love the Jamie Foxx story that he changed his name to sound more feminine so he would get booked more for shows.
Yeah, shout out to Jamie Foxx.
You know what I'm saying? So how long did you stay in LA? When did you come back to Detroit?
I did a year, and then I moved back to the city back in like 2018. I was stupid, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I'm ready to start a family, love and shit. Don't trust these hoes. You know what I'm saying? So I started a family, and, I had a baby, and just,
Somebody cheated, man?
Oh, no, we don't cheat. I ain't never got cheated on as far as I know.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
cool.
All my bitches loyal. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bitches. You know who you are. You feel me? But I ain't never got... Women good at... You feel me? Like, I'm a detective for real. So if you can cheat on me, you really can get off.
Really?
Because listen, I don't cheat no more. But anytime I cheated, I had to tell on myself. Like, I'm exquisite at the shit. Like, bitch, how many times I'm gonna tell you I'm sleeping at my man's house, but you just don't give a fuck? That's how you can tell if a girl really fuck with you, how you lie to her. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna make I might home late tonight. Oh, it's okay, baby. Like, oh, she really don't give a fuck about you. She ain't questioning nothing. So I had to bitch, I've been cheating.
Damn. So don't cheat with you because you'll figure it out within a couple days.
You can't cheat. I don't think I can get cheated on. Let me not say that because I don't want the universe to test me. But as far as I know, thank you ladies for being so good at it. I have never got cheated on.
Nice, man. So you have the family and
you're
trying to figure out, are you in entertainment or are you working at the same time? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I never stopped doing comedy this whole time. So I always hit the stages. I've been doing stand-up comedy 10 plus years in the game.
Nice.
Joking the Serious Entertainment. This is my company. This is my logo. I was the first one. We don't kid that. I was the first one doing street interviews in Detroit. I brought it back to the city. I wasn't the first one that invented street interviews. All that's Blade Icewood and them. And even my man told me that. But I was the first one doing street interviews. Brought that shit back to the city. Then everybody, blew it up.
Wasn't Tate Crispy doing them for like 15 years?
I was doing it before him.
You were
Check
working
the
before
dates.
Tate Crispy?
Check the dates. We're here live, guys.
I seen you
the
with
dates.
I think the first time I seen you was with Dame Dot, like a long ass.
I interviewed Dame Dot. My first celebrity interview was Safari. I interviewed HBK. Like, you know what I'm saying? My favorite rapper is Dame Dot. Tay B, like Cash Kid. Like, this is niggas I listen to. And for him to let me get that interview off, that was major to me.
Why do you think Tate Crispy's like had such a high volume and attention to it? Versus when you did it, yours was funny as hell too and very constructive, but it wasn't like prolifically like large in viewership.
I don't know. Tay Crispy figured out the formula. Instagram like ignorance. You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep my interviews a little bit more like you get ratchet on the twerking side, but I keep it a little bit more tasteful.
Yeah, because he was also doing like news coverage, like when some crazy shit would happen, he would cover that, which built him on the algorithm a lot.
I never wanted it to be like too ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Because like I had girls hit me up and DM me, could you take this video down, that ass and that? And my little nice ass took the video down. No, fuck them bitches now. But Tay Crispy figured out the Instagram algorithm. They love ignorance over, you know, positivity. So my shit was like in the middle. I feel like like you said, it's funny as hell, but that ain't good enough. Sometimes you gotta have some shit that's the most ratchet shit is for Instagram. I should have been putting my shit on TikTok, and I did. Then I got like 1 million views on one of my videos. Then they took my TikTok because you know TikTok is fucking restriction. So
damn, you did 1 mil.
Yeah, you really got to be careful where you put your content at, and you got to be able to edit the content in a particular way where it don't get flagged.
Yes.
And that's the key. So I was going up on TikTok, Instagram, not so much, but TikTok was going up. Then they took my page and, you know.
But you're still getting booked.
Here.
Like, see, you're one of the people that, you know, social media comedians are dominating and getting viewership, but they're not getting booked as much for shows because they're realizing that the stand-up acts are not as good with the Instagram comedians. But you're getting booked to actually be at these shows and perform at these shows because you're a real comedian, right?
That's a fact. I appreciate you paying attention.
For sure. There's a difference between social media comedians and real comedians, obviously. But so you're still getting booked. You're still doing shows. What was your first consistent residency in Detroit for hosting?
Punchline in Southfield. My man's Ugly Jason saw me at one of the T-Bar shows, actually, and he was like, yeah, you funny as hell, One Wham. I got Mondays at Punchline. I want you to be a part of it, One Wham. And we came together, we co-hosted together and took that shit over. The best Monday night in the country.
What year did it start?
It started back in, I'm not good with dates, okay? It started back in by 2022, 2023.
Why did it stop?
My man's moved to Atlanta.
Damn.
And I took over the Mondays, called it Joking or Serious Mondays, and it did okay, you know what I'm saying? But we work better together type shit. And it was sometimes when you're doing something great, kind of like this, and you don't live in the present of it, you don't know how great it is till it's over with.
Fact.
And sometimes you got to keep going on to the next thing and the next thing.
Do you remember your first time doing stand-up?
Yes, I was in Clinton Township. I don't know if it was called Lucky's Bar and Grill or Lucky's. It was some type of Irish type of bar in Clinton Township. I don't even know who the host was. I don't know where to find you. I know he looked like Kanye West, and he liked the white girls. But I had an afro. I was 19 years old, and everybody in high school was telling me, "You need to hit the stage. You funny as hell. You need to hit the stage." Because I used to act like Dave Chappelle in high school and shit.
You look like Dave Chappelle in high school.
I appreciate that. I'm getting bored like him too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to be and falling around and shit like that. And you need to hit the stage. So when I was 19, I hit the stage for the first time, killed that shit. And I know a lot of people say they killed that shit, but I really like did what I came there supposed to do, and it was history since then. Once you get that bug and you really got a talent, go for it.
I feel like a lot of people want to try stand up, but they have the nerves. So how do you help people like overcome the nerves part of it to actually get on stage for the first time?
Well, I really try to tell them, like Donnell Rollins tell people, like, if you want to tell me you were a comedian or you want to hit the stage, I look at them and like, listen, who told you was funny? That's first off. Who told you was funny? Because some people think they funny and want to hit that stage and just like, man. But if people tell you you funny, you funny with your friends. That's step one. Everybody could be funny with their friends. That's step one. Step two, can you make people you don't know laugh? Especially in Detroit, New York, is audience, they coming up there to hate anyway. They not happy with life. They coming up there mad. They done paid $5, $10 to get in. They mad about that. And you a nobody. They go pay Cat Williams and Mike Epps, whatever, $hundreds of dollars, and have an okay show. They come to Detroit and you got $5. $5. I remember it was my birthday show. I told the nigga it was 10 to get in. You $10. I said, nigga, it's my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So when I do a show, I be like, listen, when am I worth $10? Make some noise. And they do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I care about my audience. But a new stand-up comedian, you got to make sure that you really want to do this, because I take this the most serious thing in my life. It's my passion. So I don't play around with people just seeing it and thinking they could do it. Now, shout out to the Instagram comments because that shit not easy either. If anybody could do it, we all would.
I remember I was watching a podcast on Joe Rogan, and he had Arya Shafir on, and he said it's so funny how a lot of people's backup plan is comedy when it's our main life. And that's what happens to comedy. People like look at it as like a side thing or like a side hustle or whatever, when there's people really doing it. And I think social media influencers have access to do these venues because a promoter who's booking a show of comedians goes like, oh shit, we got Ha Davis, like, all right, bet. He has
Shout
a
out to
million.
Hob.
He's a great comedian. But he took a long time to get to stand up. Like stand up was something he had to build. But in the beginning, they were just saying, "Oh, he has 1 million followers. Of course, he's gonna open up." But was he prepared to open up?
Was he? Did he have a hot 5 minutes?
Exactly.
You know how hard it is to get a hot 5 minutes?
Because think about it like this, right? I'm just saying pre-ha stand up. I'm talking about before he was actually a professional stand up because I know he's worked on his shit. Josh Adams versus Ha Davis.
That's my
At
guy,
the time, Josh would murder anybody, no matter who you put up against him.
He still can't.
But he had 0.1% of the following that Ha Davis had. So promoters were like, damn, we got to book the bigger followers. But then they realized the acts aren't as good. And that's what the problem is still to this day that it happens, right?
It's the internet. So we as stand-up comedians, we have to get our presence up as on the internet, especially in Detroit. Like I watched the Chicago Instagram comics and Instagram. They all come together. They do skits together. We have to do that in Detroit and work together more. And
the only person
that's what
doing
I'm
that is
trying
Jack
to do.
Funny. Jack Funny is literally working with every single person in Detroit right now.
Shout out to Jack. I see him at the airport all the time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a chance to tap in with him. But yeah, it's that camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? If you funny, you got something going, and if this is your life, that's the key word. If this your life, then yeah, you supposed to tap in with everybody else. What you doing today? I ain't doing shit. My life is to content create. I ain't got no job. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never wanted that bad. Like some niggas go homeless over this shit. Like that's why it took me a little longer working a job and shit like that. But you feel me? But I love it though. Like I'm on that precipice.
Who have you had? Have you ever had the chance to open up for any majors?
Major people I opened up for. Well, I'll tell you the two biggest crowds I did. Yeah. So I did the Houston Improv. My man's Rambo. Hold on, Shabazz. I've been drinking that shit. Yeah, Rambo, Shabazz, and got the Ben too. Ben, my nigga Ben. So the crowd packed out in Houston. Packed. You know what I'm saying? I got up there. I walked in. I'm like, yo, I'm a comedian from Detroit. I told my nigga Rambo because we was already tapped in. He used to live here. And I went up there, did a quick 5, smacked it. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of my best crowds. And the other crowd was Ugly Jason. He put together a Going Away show.
It's dope.
At the theater on 6 Mile, something like that. It was packed out. And we smacked that. So I ain't really opened up for nobody major yet. But I didn't kill some theater and I didn't kill some 1,000 crowd type venues.
Yeah, man. Are you dating right now, or are you like locked in?
Yeah, I'm always dating. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the strippers who keep me delulu because I love you. And that's you don't date strippers?
No.
No, that's like the best thing. You know, because people disrespect strippers too much in this city. You know what I'm saying? Like I see strippers as entertainers. Is that not what they is?
Yeah, they are.
How much confidence does it take you to get up on that stage?
A lot.
So we already connected here. So when I'm at the strip club and I'll be looking, I'll be like, she got it. Because I can tell when you're going up there timid, I can tell you, although she going up there like she that bitch, I need that bitch around me. So you already naked. So we done already started at there. So that's we working our way up. Because when you really meet a woman, when you get naked. So if you meet them already naked, then you can get the other shit that really don't really matter after all. I'm just trying to give you some game. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Their confidence has to be insane because they're literally getting butt naked in front of you and dancing.
Yeah,
like how much confidence do you have to be able to do that? It's insane.
But don't ever get a stripper's location. You know what I'm saying? Because I had this one stripper location and she was at the Courtyard Marriott. A little too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that meant. You check that location, you might get your feelings hurt.
Man, I remember one time, the only time I ever tried to get with a stripper, she told me to pull up to a Marriott, and she said it's $200 for deposit, and then $200 when you get here. I sent the $200 deposit. When I got there, I was like, "What's your room number?" And then she's like, I need the other 200 before I give you the new room number. I gave her the other 200, and then I never heard from her again.
Bro, you never send no deposit, bro. That's how you know it's a scam.
I didn't know, man.
I thought I got scammed coming here. I'm like, I didn't send this deposit. Niggas ain't answering the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought Kid L was a scammer. You know, why is your name still Kid L? You ain't even a kid.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Kid Rock's name's still Kid Rock.
You right.
You know what I'm saying?
You like the Vlad TV of Detroit.
Come on, but Vlad is trying to hurt people's career. I never tried to hurt nobody's career.
You got anybody indicted?
Never. Nobody. No police have never called me and been like, "Yo, can we get that footage from
being the Vlad of Detroit is a fucking it's top tier.
I'd rather be Joe Rogan though, because he doesn't try to hurt people's legacy.
You smelling yourself, nigga, not Joe.
I'm just saying, like persona wise. Come on, bro. I don't ask you career criminal questions to indict yourself. I've never done that.
Not Joe. Joe is like a different. He's a comedian.
I'm not saying level wise. I'm saying like persona wise, as of like, I don't try to. You see me try to ask you questions about.
I don't do no criminal activity, so it's okay.
Even if you did, my boy, I'm just saying. And who's to say that you haven't and just don't say anything about it? Anyway, let's get back to these strippers, man, because that's what we're talking about.
You know, titties and
strippers, man.
What's your favorite strip club?
BT's was my favorite, but they got rid of BT's.
You really a strip club guy?
I used to be when I was single.
You know about BT's?
I love BT's.
I just went for the first time this year.
Really?
Yeah, it was not my cup of tea.
Why? What did you like about it?
I like upper echelon type of women.
From where? Like what?
Clubs? Pantheon, you know what I'm saying? Ace of Spades.
You know what the best club ever is? Really, it's Flight Club.
I haven't been there. The
women there, 20 out of 10.
But not 200 deposits.
They walk up. I remember one time.
Hey man, we at Flight Club tonight. Pull up.
Anyways, yeah. So let's get back to the women stuff. So you're not dating, but you like strippers. You know what I'm saying? I
like strippers. I like single mothers. And I like.
What about the 2.0 version of females that are coming out? The YBs, the new.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the YBs in my stand up. Everybody talking about the YNs, the YNs. Nobody talking about these YBs, these young bitches. You know what I'm saying? I went over this one girl house. She ain't even had no furniture. She ain't had no furniture. She had a strip pole in the middle of the living room. Yeah, this is what these YBs doing. They don't get no furniture. They get the strip pole in the middle of the living room. They get on TikTok Live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and just content. Like, bitch, where I'ma sit at? Where is the chair?
Man.
And they got an air mattress in the room.
It's like a trap house, but for like content.
Come on now. Did I fuck her on the air mattress?
Did you?
Yes, I did.
I see you, my boy.
Come on now.
What's it like on the air mattress, man? Is it like difficult or
it's a great time? Yeah, you. I don't know if the coochie farting or the air mattress. You know what I'm saying? It's just the air mattress coochie is insane. You feel like you at a bounce house.
Man, that sounds fun as fuck.
Man, listen, it's that 200 deposit should have been good as fuck. I'm mad for you. We gotta find this bitch.
OnlyFans is getting crazy because I'm subscribed to like 20 of them.
No, see, you tripping. You part of the problem.
Why?
Simpulations 101. Thou shalt not subscribe to the OnlyFans if you're not a real fan. If I can't see you in person, I don't want to see you on the internet.
Really?
Yeah, I remember back in the day, I'm sure you do, when porn was like, what? Your best 5 videos, you get 5 free ones on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that? That was the hardest decision of your life.
Yeah.
Now you subscribing to a bitch that you a fan of, you will never meet, you paying her $5-10 a month. Like, no, just go to the strip club like a man.
I agree with you on that.
The fuck you want to do some shit on the internet for? Like, bitch, I never know. I don't want to see your FaceTime. I'm not one trying to pay for shit. I can look up coochie. This thing right here is the most powerful thing in the world.
The phones.
It's 2025. When I was a little kid, you had to go to a sex store to even get a fucking VCR tape recorded some nasty shit on there. Then it went to DVDs. Like, we escalating too fast. Before that, what was it? Magazines. Playboy. What was the other magazine?
Erotica.
Playboy. Hustler. Like, that's what Instagram is. Y'all getting butt naked on Instagram. Y'all grandma used to get paid for that. Grandma used to get paid for titties was covered. We was jacking off to covered titties. Titties wasn't even out. It was classy hoes.
You know what's crazy? I went on Reddit the other day to search up some OnlyFans accounts that like are more my taste. And like I seen all these women commenting like subscribe to mine. And then I would click them and then their accounts would be deactivated. So it's almost like they were like from a year ago, 2 years ago. It's like, oh, you regretted it. That's why you deleted that shit. Yeah. Like here you are 1 minute on Reddit promoting your OnlyFans and then a year later your account's expired because you knew you fucked up. Now your shit's on the internet forever, bro.
Yeah, I never been like a porn head. Like, I like my shit in person. Like, bitch, what we doing? Pull up.
Bro, you can see somebody's grandma naked in 20 years. Like, you're gonna be looking at a grandma and be like, damn, 30 years ago you were on the internet naked, girl.
Yeah. Like now that I'm in my 30s, like I like instead of like all that ratchet video shit, I love a good workout video.
What?
Yeah, a girl working out. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. She got that workout outfit on, like cover up. Like, oh my God.
That's wicked.
Them workout videos do it for me.
You're one of those dudes that show up to the all women's yoga classes.
Man, oh my God. I do yoga.
Do you go to the
I'll be in that bitch like this. I'll be in the yoga class. Shout out to Lifetime Fitness.
I was reading articles that are saying that women are getting really upset with men joining yoga classes. Like they're not liking it. They know that the men are there for like ulterior
No, I'm there
motives.
for my stretches in my workout. I'm not there for them. Like if I happen to see a little, you know what I'm saying, stretchy stretch, I'm gonna look. But I ain't there for you. I'm there to get my workout. See, women gotta chill with thinking everything is about them.
Yeah.
We can subscribe to your OnlyFans. We can pay your bills. We can listen. You know what I'm saying? Fellas have to just go straight to the point. We gotta stop playing around. Like you feel me? Like if a nigga wanna be, don't get me started.
What's the worst sign that a girl can have? Like as far as like
her zodiac
sign.
Oh yeah, you about to give me in my bag.
Where you at?
Sagittarius. Them Sagittarius, they once they look at you, you gone. And they'll fuck your soul up. Aquarius. Aquarius women, they just, man, they bad for my health. Yeah, I met this Aquarius girl recently, and she was like, I'm a terrorist, and I'm a stalker. And I'm like, tell me more. bitch, you ain't told me nothing I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where my delusion at. So, like, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Leos. Can't do no Leo woman.
What's the problem with Leos?
Man, I commented on this girl post. I said I wouldn't wish a Leo baby mama on my worst enemy. That's how bad they is. And guess what my baby mama is?
Leo?
Correcto.
Oh my God, son.
Man, Leo.
What are the traits of a Leo?
Don't talk. They just like to fight. That's one trait. So when you meet a bitch like, shut all that up. Like, so my baby mama tried to beat my ass plenty of times. She never landed the hit. I got that Mayweather defense. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah, when your woman hits you, it's hard.
Talk about it.
It sucks, man. It's like you get your ass beat.
I could tell somebody that got hit before.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. I've gotten hit so much in my life.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Who was her sign?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know, but I got my ass whooped for saying some shit. I was like, oops, I'll never say that shit again.
No, you should still say it.
I let women hit me because I feel like they never get to hit nobody, and this is their way of expressing themselves.
I never let nobody hit me. I would never
let a man hit me.
I would never let a woman hit me. Like, who you think you even swinging
I think it's
on?
kind of fire when women hit you because you know you can't. Because you're a bigger man if you don't do nothing back. You're just like,
I'm glad that I got that fire in you for you to make you that angry, but I wouldn't let it occur. Like, oh, you okay? All right, all right now. All right, you get one, you don't get two, because I'm gonna bust that chip or two for some shit.
I'm gonna ask you a question, man. So you were building content for a long time.
Yeah,
you're on
2
social
years.
media, just grinding it out, really pushing it.
2 years.
When you're seeing other people in the comedy scene start around the same time as you, or maybe a little bit earlier you, and they skyrocket as far as success is concerned, is it demoralizing as a comedian, or is it more so like you're just like, damn, I'm inspired to try to get to that level now?
Man, I'm not a first to do a lot of shit, but the way I think with my mind, I'm a creator. I'm a creative, so I like to create. So when you're the first to do something and the people that watch you can come behind you and do it better, that's inspiring. Like, oh, I inspired you. You know what I'm saying? You're not the first podcast, but you seen a podcast and you did it your way. I'm not the first person to do street interviews, but I'm the first to do it in Detroit. And like, you saw what I did, and here you come behind me doing it your way. So I get inspired. I don't care if they surpass me or not. Henry Ford made the assembly line. He made the Model T. That ain't the only fucking car out. It's Chevys, it's Cadillacs, it's all that shit. So when you create the first car, like, yeah, you see what I did, and the nigga see, oh, how you make that? Oh, yeah, I got a better car I'm about to make.
Who do you think is the greatest comedian to come out of Detroit?
So far, the greatest comedian to come out of Detroit is one of my mentors. I'm just put that on him. Comedian CP.
CP.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He was instrumental in my comedy career when I first started. He was the host at 211 downtown when I first started doing comedy in Detroit, and I used to win an open mic every night. It was an open mic competition. Comedian CP was hosting, and he actually inspired me because CP was hosting the night. I'm winning it. Next thing I know, this nigga not hosting no more. Where did he go? Next thing I know, I turn on my TV, Fox. This nigga's on Empire.
He's killing it, man.
On Empire. I just seen this nigga last week here with me. A week later, this nigga's on Empire. That's the inspiration. So that's why I call myself Comedian Jernigan, Comedian CP. You know what I'm saying? It's an ode to him. You feel what I'm saying?
You feel like your name kind of reminds people of Jergens the lotion?
Yeah, but Jernigan really my last name.
Oh.
Jernigan's really it's a name you don't forget.
Did they ever accidentally call you that when they're introducing you?
Jergens or Journey, some shit like that, but I always correct niggas because you don't play about your name.
Not the lotion. Right? What about would you respect the skit comedians, like the social media comedians?
Yeah. Jack Pot is one of my closest friends. You know what I'm saying? I haven't tapped in with Jack Funny. I know Tay Crispy. Like, listen, it's content. You know what I'm saying? So just because they not on stage, content is content. Can't nobody do what they do. When that nigga Jackpot grabbed that phone, like you look forward to it because only he can do it how he do it. That's an art. Like It's like you watching a masterpiece.
With the social media comedians that obviously can do stand up now too. Like I think HaHa Davis was like the holy grail of the social media comedians from Detroit, right?
No.
You don't think HaHa was? Oh, no. Eastside Ivo?
Correct, though.
Yeah, Ivo.
Put some respect on Eastside Ivo name.
But HaHa was way more consistent as far as timing and
I don't know about, but see,
when's the last time Ivo posted a skit?
But listen, somebody seen that to be that. Remember the car? You ain't the first person to make the car, but I seen. So you got to give people their credit.
You're right.
Eastside Ivo, HaHa, and even before that, what was my man's name that was wearing the wig and shit? Versatile in style.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like you have to go back to the people that first started the fucking wave and Vine.
So when I
shit.
say holy grail, I didn't mean like who's the one who started it. What more I'm saying is like who's the one that is like successful in all realms of it. On every level.
Well, we still living, so they still got time to be successful.
I'm saying at this moment because you got to look at HaHa, right? He's in Bad Boys, he's in movies, he gets his own TV show on Comedy Central. He's touring with major acts all across the country. His social media is still bumping and booming at a constant level. Ivo is like I
love when HaHa Davis posts the light skinned chick. Like I just love her. You know what I'm saying? I know that might be a baby mama or something. I don't know, but she bad as hell. Shout out to you for keep just not giving a fuck. Because every time you make a skit with her, that guy I be watching.
Yeah, no cap. That's a different story.
Y'all gonna act like y'all don't know this was a bad woman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta stop that. You gotta stop that.
Comedy in Detroit, like you said, it's difficult. People are trying to, laugh if you can make them laugh. What's been the biggest bomb you've ever had?
I don't bomb, for real.
You never
know what I'm
bombed?
saying? I've been doing comedy 10 plus years. I'm too old for that. You know what I'm saying? I had a show at Plymouth. I ain't have a show, but I showed it to an open mic in Plymouth Starters. They still be doing comedy on the weekend. Wasn't my best set. You know what I'm saying? You don't have your best set, but like a bomb is like nobody's laughing. Like, boo, like, that's not what you do with a Jernigan show.
You never tried out a joke that was just like, everybody was like, God damn, this is not the time for that shit.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, well, that was a new joke. Let me go to the next one. See how you just laugh?
Yeah.
So did I bomb?
No.
You laugh. You know what I'm saying? I don't do no bombing. It's not in my character. I can't do that. I've had shows where I ain't get too many laughs and I had learning experiences. Probably had like 2 bombs.
You know what's crazy? I went to Hamtramck to do an open mic one time because I never did stand up before. So this girl named
your first mistake.
Joanna, I don't know what her name is, but she basically runs open mics and I go there.
Independent.
Yeah, it was independent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm number 21 on the list. Set 20, dude finishes, then a fight breaks out in the crowd, so I couldn't do my set. They kicked everybody out. I'll never forget that because this is my first time doing stand up. I'm ready, and my adrenaline's going, and then it gets canceled.
This is the thing about comedy and the venue. The venue matters. All venues don't matter. Okay, so independent is an okay venue for open mic. Is okay. Kind of like how the DJ. I don't like how it was ran. It was like they give you like 3 minutes. They like, no, you got to know comedy. So it's a nice venue. It's nice, but it's not like a quality.
You know what's crazy about it though? I never got on stage even though I was trying to, but I made people laugh while I was sitting because this is why I was bringing up that story. One dude did a set and nobody laughed the entire set. And then he looked at everybody. He's like, fuck y'all, this shit's funny as fuck. And he walked off set. What? And then I stopped him and I was like, bro, never blame the audience for you not being able to make them laugh. And everybody just started laughing. It was
Never.
weird as fuck.
No, you gotta read the audience.
Yeah.
So this wasn't your. I got a black audience. I got a white audience. I got an old audience. I got a young audience. You have to read the audience. Okay, let me do my old joke. Okay, let me do my white girl joke. Let me do my. You have to read your audience. You get that with time. As a new comedian, all you gotta focus on is just getting your whatever you written down. You've written some shit down, right?
I didn't write anything.
So how did you go up there for your first time? You didn't even write anything.
I don't know what I was thinking about.
See, you disrespecting the craft.
Listen, I wasn't.
I'm gonna just go up and I'm Kid Ill.
No. First of all, nobody knew me in that room. Second of all, when I went in that bitch, the reason I did it is because, have you ever gotten a happy ending in a massage parlor?
No.
Oh. Well, what the fuck? Anyway, it's one of those things you just really want to, it's one of those things you just really, like, your body's telling you, like, just go try it, just go do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what happened that day. My body's like, just go try stand-up one time, just go. And I was like, all right, man, let me just go. Fuck it. And right before my set, a fight broke out. But my whole point is, yeah, there's dudes that blame the audience for their jokes not working, and I always look at comics and I'm like, you're the ones who didn't make us laugh. We're not the ones who.
Comedians have some of the biggest egos. Like your ego can be in your way, and a lot in life you have to remove that and just ask, like, how did I do tonight? Had that little barcode scanner. Leave a review, because that's gonna take you back to reality.
What was the harshest critique you've ever gotten as a comedian?
I'm not trying to have ego. I don't have any too many critiques. You know what I'm saying?
You get kids.
I'm a vet in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I done put some people on stage, some new comedians. Shout out to Commotion. Shout out to Sean E. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Al. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was the host, and I brought a lot of niggas on their first time hitting the stage.
Let me ask you this, man. When Cat Williams does shows here and like major comedians fly in here and do shows, how come I rarely see Detroit's as openers? Like, rarely.
Yeah, that's some behind the scene politics. You gotta tell me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the politics, like the rap game. It's some politics. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter how funny you is. It matters who you know. You know what I'm saying? So Comedian Jernigan funny as hell. Like, I don't give a fuck. Who no, put my man's on real quick. Wants to open up for Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? That's how I go. And I wasn't very, on my end, I wasn't very personal. And like, I do my set and I leave. When I first started comedy, like, I kill my shit and I leave. That wasn't a good idea. You gotta linger around. You gotta, tap in. You gotta get people a number. But I don't like people calling me all the time. I just want to be left alone, because I'm a real genuine person. So I don't like all that fake industry shit. It's like a Detroit industry, and there's a lot of gay shit. Detroit industry, Hollywood industry, it's on every level. On every level.
Gay?
Yeah.
Like what?
Man, listen.
They're trying to have you suck some sack?
I ain't never sucked. Calm down.
I'm just asking. You said it was gay, man.
Calm down. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you just pay attention to niggas, you be like, that nigga gay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You just gotta pay attention to a nigga mannerisms and all that. Like, I think this nigga has no talent. How did he get a feature on this song?
Let me think about that.
You think about that, because I be dating strippers and they tell all y'all rapper niggas business.
I'm not gonna say the name of a rapper, but there is a rapper from the city that came out, but then he retracted his coming out when he realized it was hurting his record sale.
Yeah,
I knew him before that, and I knew when I looked at him, I was like, bro, there is
no retraction for that action. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing comedy for 10 plus years, so I ain't been feeling it and dealing it, because I'm still struggling in it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's like the baby said, it's a door. You can go in that door with them fruity niggas, or you can stay the strong long path, or you can whatever. But it's on every level, Kid L. Hollywood, Detroit, Chicago, Miami. It's some shit going on. Shout out to the gay people.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Shout out to my brother D. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Did you just call somebody out?
Yeah, my brother D, he gay for real.
Oh.
He worked with me for Crowd Freak. Shout out to Crowd Freak. You know what I'm
damn.
saying?
Shout out D, man.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Is there a joke that you ever tell on stage where you'll notice that the husbands are into it and the wives are not into it, or vice versa, where the wives are into it and the husbands are not into it?
Even better.
What up?
Sometimes a comedian has an art where, like, we on stage and we in our zone and we making, your girl laugh and be like, oh, she going if he wasn't here. And that's like really like crucial. Like I don't like to do that, but it's like a little twinkle in the bitch eye. You see it like, yeah, like, and then y'all see it too, like, bitch, you laughing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that sometime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I know she wish she ain't bring her nigga. You feel me? Like I done got girls' numbers. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But I be like, you got a boyfriend, and I just keep it like that because I respect relationships.
So you don't try to enter in somebody's relationship even if the woman is open to it.
No, I respect relationships because I believe in that karma. Like I never fuck nobody wife. Girlfriend is like, you know, that's like, come on now. But a wife, I could never fuck nobody.
I broke
wife.
a lot of homes, man. Like it was bad. Like,
yeah,
it's not nice. I still
that's somebody's wife, kid.
I know, but the way I always looked at it was like, if she's not gonna do it with me, she's gonna do it with somebody else.
She better do it with somebody else because I kill a nigga by my wife.
That's what I was always tripping about.
So that's why I'm like, why would I play with somebody else's wife?
There was this one woman that was married I used to hook up with, and her husband was a hunter. And I always used to think, man, when we leave this hotel room, he's just going to, like that.
He had a crossing bow? How you know he was a hunter?
Because I went on his Facebook and I looked at his shit. I was like, whoa. And I seen him picture geared up, all hunterish and shit. I was like, man, I'm going to come out one day and there's going to be a bow going right through my...
You fucked in his house?
No, we used to go to a hotel.
Okay,
but I was like, we've been doing this too much, and the guy has to catch on eventually, like. But luckily, man, to this day, he could still be thinking about me, like, yo, man, it was one day.
I mean, different marriages they be separated and shit like that, but
it wasn't separation.
Oh, she was cheating. Because it's levels to cheating, and I want the ladies to know this too. Like, I'm not a cheater. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all about loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. It's layers to cheating. Like if you already planned it out, y'all had a hotel room, you're like, you a cheater. You know what I'm saying? If you out at the club and you just happen to fuck a bitch you just met that night, like that just occurred. Like what's the chances? What's the chances, babe? You were asleep, she was up, we still should be together. But if you planned it out, you done fucked in your head, in your bed with the bitch, and your bitch at work, you had to time it and you scheduled it, you a cheater.
Man.
If it just happened, like when your bitch go out of town to Jamaica, to Miami, your bitch, you know what she doing, and you better take your bitch back home and love her anything. But you had a good time on vacation. I don't even want to know what you did. It's okay.
Oh my God.
It's okay. Listen, I'm just grown. Like when my bitch go to Jamaica, she go to Miami. I know what she doing. It's okay because guess what happened when I go?
Same thing.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? It's okay because that's not cheating. That's just vacation.
My God. Yeah, I remember my ex used to do that. She used to go to Miami and Vegas, and I used to just be like, I don't know if she's cheating on me or not.
How often did she go?
Twice a year. One vacation, one Miami.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. She got a boyfriend twice a year.
You know what was crazy about that whole... I can't be talking about that anymore. Anyway, I made a rule not to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
But I want to ask you one last question, man, before we sign off. As far as Dave Chappelle, my favorite comedian of all time, personally. Watched him since the beginning, since he was doing Def Jam, Killing Him Softly, For What It's Worth, Chappelle's Show, entire thing till now, where he's more poetic and more influential in his comedy, but still funny. One of
my favorite comedians too.
What do you think about the timeline of Chappelle? Do you think this is the funniest and best version of Chappelle, or do you think For What It's Worth era was funnier?
I think this is the best version of Chappelle, thought-provoking. You know what I'm saying? I'm leading into that comedy where I'm thought-provoking. I want you to leave from seeing me and think, like, damn, what he was talking about was deep. So he like a thought-provoking comic, and he only got that better with time. Because when Dave Chappelle his first couple specials, like I was like straight on him. That's just my personal take. But his last shit and just how he can just talk about anything and have you thinking. Like, that's a real, true, deep comedian. He's the GOAT right now, you know what I'm saying? Martin Lawrence is my favorite comedian because he's the LeBron of comedy. TV show, movies, and stand-up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? So he's an all-around comic. He's my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I look up to that type of shit. You got your own TV show, 10 out of 10. You make your movies, 10 out of 10. And you funny on stage, 10 out of 10. See, that's the difference. Like, Instagram comedians, they in control of their Instagram. But can they be funny on stage? Can they even be funny in a movie with a script? Some niggas can't read. Some niggas can't act. Shout out to Down with the Skits. We got that coming out soon. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit we got going. So
versatility.
Yeah, you got to be able to LeBron it. Defense and offense, and everybody ain't got that. Some people just do impressions, and that's cool with you an impressionist. And some people just wear wigs, and some people just can only play something else. But when you do that, you gonna know that they come to see that. They ain't coming to see you. When people come to see me, they come to see me. Jernigan. I can't wait to see. Yeah, because it's Jernigan. You just got to be yourself. They come to Kid L podcast. They come to see Kid L podcast.
Facts, man. Is there any shows or any events that people can look forward to?
I got down with the skits coming out. We got a Pop the Balloon coming out. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all my exes for, answering the phone when I needed that late night. All the bitches who ain't believe me, I told you. But listen, I want to tell the entertainers, because this is always what I used to tell when I was hosting that Bankrolls on 7 Mile. Shout out to Kurt. Believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember seeing Cider Baby perform at a little storefront shit, and I'm like, who this weird nigga with this little beard? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's how he looked at first. You feel me? And then that nigga took off. 2K17 came out. I'm like, oh, that was that same nigga? Like, I remember seeing him. Like I said, like same thing with CP. Like, I'm like, who is this? And I don't know what Cider Baby was on that night. I'm not saying he did. I ain't no snitch. But that same night, somebody buffs got snatched and they was gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was them East Side niggas or what. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody buffs got snatched after the show. But listen, I tell everybody, like, you never know where you can start. People this internet stuff with these kids, they think they just own Babyface Ray, Peasy. Like, these niggas been doing it for 10 plus years. Man. You know what I'm saying? Influencing the generation. So all you got to do is keep going. Never stop what you doing, and just be yourself. Once you stop, you die. Incredible. I ain't never stopped. Incredible. That's the difference between me and you.
I appreciate you doing this, man. I appreciate you giving insight to people before we sign off, and I also appreciate you telling the story, man.
Yeah.
You're funny as hell. There was a lot of times where I just didn't want to laugh super hard on the microphone, but I'm like, goddamn, this motherfucker's funny. So I can only imagine when people go to see you live.
You. Well, take a shot with me, Kid L.
I can't. I quit drinking, man.
Oh man.
I quit drinking.
How long it's been?
A year.
Okay, I'm trying to.
Nah, man, it's all
okay,
good.
Well, I'll take one for you.
Yeah, go ahead, man. It's you. That's all you, G.
We on the Kid L podcast. Yeah. Thank you for having me. It's Comedian Jernigan. This is going to be my last drink, too.
For sure. I appreciate you doing this, man. Look forward to everything that you got coming to the table, man. Make sure everybody go peep his page to see when his next events are and his next shows are. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, High Level Visual Shootings Productions. We're out. Peace.